Hi everyone, welcome to Wrist Hunt again. For the viewers who have supported me, thank you for all your feedback, and it has been really great listening to people tell me about their recent watch purchases. And I know that whichever watch you choose to purchase, you have my thumbs up, as you are one step closer to getting your Grail in this hobby. Speaking of Grail watches, today I'm going to be talking about the Rolex GMT, or more specifically the GMT 126710 BLRO. BLRO stands for Blue Rouge, which means blue and red. This is more affectionately known to everyone as the Rolex Pepsi. As you can see, it took me a while to get this video done, as I was contemplating for a long while when to pull the trigger on this. It's common knowledge. You cannot get this watch from the AD unless you are John Mayer or maybe Hodinkee, so I had to save up and time my purchase so that I can get this from a secondary dealer. Getting into the specs of this watch first, this watch features a bi-color ceramic bezel with red and blue, and the most notable feature is the GMT hand with the red arrow. This watch design in ceramic was first introduced in 2014, but in white gold. Of course, that was a bit too expensive, and Rolex since made it in 2018 with steel. Inside the case features an amazing movement, and by amazing, it's really impressive. Rolex really made some upgrades on this, but we have hardly given much credit for it because historically, Rolex gives us such good movements that we have very little to complain about. So when they gave us a movement that had some engineering in it, we don't notice the differences from a day-to-day perspective, but let me tell you, the benefits will come in 10 years. Inside, we have a Rolex 3285 movement with a 70-hour power reserve instead of a 48 hours from the previous version. The main contributor to the enhanced power reserve is the more efficient chrono energy escapement. Also, thanks to the nickel phosphorus alloy used in the escapement, it is no longer affected by magnetic fields. The new movement now has a ball bearing instead of the plain bearing for the oscillating weight. From an engineering perspective, this cuts down a lot of wear and tear, and it also improves the longevity of the timepiece. There is also an in-house Paraflex shock absorber that is designed to slide back into its original position more smoothly in the event of an impact. The movement has a 28,800 beats per hour and doesn't deviate more than plus or minus 2 seconds per day. Though the original 1675 came with the Oyster bracelet, I think it was a common upgrade to switch it out to a Jubilee bracelet. And it made the watch more like a piece of jewellery. The Jubilee bracelet had to be one of the most comfortable straps for the watch. I always had issues with Jubilees because it pulls on my hair. However, this was not the case for the Pepsi with the modern Jubilee bracelet. It has solid links, which made it virtually no play and doesn't catch onto your hair. So at least for me, this Jubilee is the choice for watch, and they couldn't have done it better. Coming back to the ceramic bezel, some forums do talk about the color differences. So when it first released in the Pepsi, it came out with the blue, more bluer, more lighter and brighter in color, and subsequently it became more darker, and now the watch that I have at hand, which is the 2021 set, is almost very navy blue and closer to black. The reason that the Rolex changed this, though not officially said, was that the earlier versions were more susceptible to cracking, so the bezel could actually break off. So they did have a reason for, changing this to a darker color, and probably it's because they increased the mineral content within the ceramic bezel, and that actually caused the bezel color to become darker, and now it looks a little bit more blacker and more navy colored. I think from my lighting it looks black color, but in actual life it does look more navy color. Now coming back to the part that we've all been thinking about, is it worth paying double? Yes, exactly, double. This watch retails at about 9,500 USD, but to get it brand new from a secondary dealer will cost you about 19,000 USD, which is exactly double. I feel that the Pepsi prices have consolidated. Unlike the current Oyster Perpetuals or other models such as Starbucks, whose price keeps swinging, The Pepsi's price has been stable for the past 1 year now, and I can say that it has been stable or even going up slightly, but with time the steel sports shortages will continue, and I really don't see the prices coming down, even though I hope the prices do come down over time. And if they do, there's always going to be thousands of people who are willing to buy it off at a lower price. The Pepsi is truly a Grail watch when it comes to GMTs, just like how the iconic Submariner is a Grail watch for some. In the GMT line, the Pepsi is the Grail watch, a fun piece, a sports piece, and some can say they are one and only piece. So if you are saving up for a timepiece and want to get the Pepsi, I think you shouldn't care too much about the market price and go for what you love, because Rolex didn't make their watches for you to wear them for a year and flip it. They made it for you to last many years, and hopefully it can go down one generation. Thanks everyone for watching my video. I would really appreciate if you can like and subscribe, and if you have any watch updates that you want me to talk about, I'll be glad to make a short review for you. Thank you.